going on, guys? My name is Brian, also known as That Journaling Guy, and welcome to my July 2023 Plan With Me. I hope you guys had a really good month, and as you know, we use these Plan With Me's to catch up and hang out for a little bit. So get your planners out and let's get going. So this month's theme, I decided to do some coffee. And the thing is, I'm not a really big coffee person, okay? I love coffee, but I feel like I have a caffeine tolerance. Okay, I have a caffeine tolerance where it doesn't really keep me up. Like, I can have a cup of coffee at 9 p.m. and be able to knock out at 9:05. It does nothing for me, but I enjoy the taste. And so recently, what I've been doing is I've been going to Starbucks, bringing my laptop, and working on a new personal project. And if you've been part of my stream, which I'm doing on a weekly basis now on Twitch, if you want to go check it out, is I've embarked on a new journey. And that journey is, drumroll please, indie game development. So if you don't know, I'm a software engineer, and I've been a little bit stuck in terms of the technologies that I've been wanting to learn, or a little bit bored in general, and kind of burnt out of looking at the same programming. So I wanted to learn a new tech stack. And so essentially, I thought, I love games. I love video games. And I decided that I wanted to make my own video game. And a lot of that comes, like that inspiration comes from Stardew Valley. If you guys know what Stardew Valley is, it's a little bit of a farming simulator, like a pixel art farming simulator where you can raise animals, sell crops, have a little bit of adventure. And surprisingly, I was a really big hater of Stardew Valley at the beginning, okay? Like, I wasn't a fan, and I had a friend where she convinced me. She's like, just try it. Just give it a try. And somehow it has turned into the biggest comfort game I have ever played in my entire life. And it really served me during a time in my life where stuff was not going well. Stuff was not going great. And I would wake up at 8 a.m., have some breakfast, play that game till like 11 p.m. and I repeated that for about 3 weeks maybe. I absolutely loved that game, and it fills a really important space in my heart. Now, that inspiration of creating the indie game comes from the fact that the developer who invented and created Stardew Valley kind of did it himself. And trust me, this game is deep, okay? There's relationship systems, there's combat, there's the selling mechanic, there's the customization, there's so much you can do. And so his name is Eric Baroni, and it took him, I want to say, maybe 6 years of developing this game by himself, where he taught himself pixel art, he taught himself music composition, he taught himself the programming, like game engines, and he did it all on his own. And I kind of tell myself, if he could do it, why can't I? And I've really been diving deeply into getting into game development. I bought myself a drawing pad so I can start using a program on the computer where I'm going to learn pixel art, and that is the next adventure. And I'm really excited, and I kind of want to bring you guys along with that journey of creating that, especially the pixel art, because I'm going to be honest, okay? I severely underestimated how hard pixel art is. Like, I've been downing tutorials, I've been practicing, I've been watching other people's like developer logs of them creating pixel art and the assets for their video games, and oh my god, pixel art's complexity, this could take years to get good at pixel art. Like, it could take a very long time, and I don't think I was prepared for that kind of commitment, but we're in it now, and I'm really excited because for some reason I absolutely love the pixel art like game style, like that aesthetic. I really enjoy it. But I kind of want to do a video where I kind of show that progression of pixel art. And if you don't know and you haven't been following me on Instagram, I'm recently just finishing up my urban sketching challenge where I was doing that for 30 days straight, kind of starting without anything and then seeing what kind of progress you made in 30 days. So I'm a big like skill acquisition kind of person. I love learning new things. I love trying to gain new skills. I'm all into personal development. And I think this month I've done a really good job. I have journaled my heart out this month, by the way. I don't think I've ever journaled as much as I have in my life before than this month. I've done a whole new reading journal. I've updated all of my personal journals. I've been working on my bullet journal. And mind you, these spreads that you're watching me make right now take a little bit longer than you would probably think. With the outlining, the like seeing what I'm going to make, it takes me probably around 6 hours from start to finish to make my monthly bullet journal theme. So it takes me a little bit longer than I would like it to, but I find it really therapeutic. And now that I'm going a little bit harder in terms of like my themes and decorating it, I'm finding myself being just way more excited to use my bullet journal. I'm not going to be embarrassed to do like flip throughs. I'm using it so much more, and I'm feeling really good creatively lately. I'm taking on all these art challenges. I'm learning, I'm big on tech and like creativity. Like, let me find the intersection of that. And so I have been trying to balance my life the best that I can, where I am doing an equal amount of creative work with tech work and combining that in something like game development. But my creativeness lately has been feeling amazing. I already have so many like video ideas, and this has always happened, and I feel like this is what's led to burnout eventually. I have all these ideas, you kind of overplan, then you realize the scope of your videos or your ideas are a little bit bigger than your abilities right now, so you kind of set it to the side burner. You go for an easier project that's still kind of too big, and eventually you kind of just put it away until you tell yourself, I need to get better at this. No, remember, we're gonna start aiming for consistency and practice over perfect. And I'm not saying I was always like a perfectionist, but I always had a level of quality that I wanted to keep in my videos. And I'm not saying that my quality is going to deteriorate or my quality is going to go down. Okay. But we're just focusing on being consistently like putting out content where we can engage with the community. Like I can engage with you guys, and we're just building up essentially a library of videos. Like recently I saw my first plan with me, I believe in November 2017. I think it's my first video on this channel. And I feel like we've come kind of far. I feel like we've gotten better. Like I feel good about where we are with our plan with me or with our videos. And it's not like Matt Diavella level. We'll get there eventually, right? I don't want to like overproduce videos and then have them take like months to do, because we're just trying to get one out a week at least. At least that's the goal. Sometimes it doesn't happen, but we're not going to go and take that break that we took before. We're just going to keep grinding through. And thank you guys so much for watching the last plan with me. The June 2023 got a bunch of views. Like a lot of people really enjoyed it, and it looks like you guys are really enjoying these voiceovers with the journaling planning in the back. And okay, this part right here, okay, where I use the jelly roll, I'm so mad because I was erasing, okay, and this was my fault, and this is why I don't use jelly rolls or craft paper or any of this stuff, because I was going to do the little eyes, like little eye dots, okay, and I didn't let it dry, and you already can assume what happened, right? Like, we're gonna have to fix this mistake, and you're gonna see how ugly I had to, like, what I had to do to fix this mistake. And it was really sad. And I really want to talk about the headers. Like, look at the brain dump. I did these off camera, by the way. I did the headers off camera, and I really like that ripped paper aesthetic. And I think I started doing it like maybe 2021. And it's just so simple, but it adds something so nice. And then I have these stickers because there's something weird. Okay, this is weird about my journaling style. I don't like mixing like mediums. Oh, yep, there's a smear. Oh my God, seeing it now, it's terrible. I'm looking at it like, oh Jesus, yep. Anyway, in my journals, I don't like mixing different mediums of art. So like if I use stickers, I kind of just want to use stickers, right? If I'm using like watercolor, I want to stick to just watercolor. If I'm using like fine liners and like Crayola pens and color pencils, I want to stick to those. I want there to be like a cohesive tool and design aesthetic that we use throughout. But I realize now that maybe that might have just been really limiting, a really limiting belief in that way. So here I'm using stickers. You know, I'm really bad at doodles. I'm not great in terms of doodling. I try, but I'm not the best at coming up with cute little doodles if I don't have time to really plan them out and really look at what I want to do. So I have these little coffee stickers that I actually bought on Temu. I ended up buying like 30 packs of stickers from Temu, from things like little quotes, little food. I bought this entire little coffee pack. Mind you, I literally came up with this coffee theme idea, like the fact that I was going to do it like a day before I made this video. So it was just very lucky that I ended up buying that pack of stickers and using it here. But Temu, so far, the quality of stickers is not bad. Like I ended up buying, like 30 something for like $15 or something like that. It ended up being super cheap. It came in maybe 2 weeks. There was no rush, honestly. It was just some stickers, but I'm really happy with the sticker quality. I'm happy with how they look. I'm happy with the way they were packaged. I'm happy with the shipping speed. Temu might be the thing that we use to buy some stationery, because I kind of wanted to review the Temu stationery, like just buy a bunch of stationery. I've seen fountain pens on there, like Jinhao like pens or something really similar for really cheap. And I'm wondering, are they selling it like wholesale? Like what is the deal right now? How are they doing this? And what is the quality? So I want to buy a bunch of markers, color pencils, stickers, journals, notebooks, and compare the quality and see if it's worth your guys' time. So far, for the stickers at least, I'm really enjoying it. I think it could be a pretty good way to bring up your sticker collection with little doohickeys that you might not use on a daily basis, but it could help you build up a little collection if you're ever looking to get into stickers. Now, coffee designs. Okay, first of all, can we talk about how Starbucks is getting kind of crazy? All right, I still don't know the sizes. I feel dumb. I'll be like, can I get a venti grande mocha latte? No, I always get a white mocha latte. And when I go there, why are coffees like $8 now? What did I do? Like, what is this? Like, I would love to go. This is the dream. All right, let me talk to you guys about the dream. It's like when we're making money, okay, I want to open a cafe specifically for journaling. Okay, I want it to be a place where people go get coffees, get little desserts like croissants and cupcakes and a little bakery, then some really good coffee. Like I want to hire an amazing barista, okay, and we got coffee beans from Colombia and a whole bunch of stuff. All right, but I also want it to be like a stationery store, and I want like authors to come read their books there and have like book readings. I want people to come design their bullet journals, have giant like journaling meetups in the city, and something like that. Like I want to do that so badly. I want to say I kind of want to create a co-working space where maybe people could pay a really small monthly fee. You get a coffee every day you show up, any kind of coffee you want, and people just hang out. But being surrounded by people who are interested in what you're interested in, and that like-mindedness is really important in building a community. And so I want a place like that in real life. I love having our little digital square that we share here on the internet, and having this place where we can all talk about these things that we love. But I think having a physical connection with someone where you're like trading pens, trading notebooks, sharing skills and techniques is really important for us and our personal development and our social battery. And I want to find a place that does that more often. Like I think I've seen Toasty Treat. You can find her on Twitch. She is like a fountain pen like god, and she does a whole bunch of journaling content. You should definitely go check her out. But she has like a monthly, from what I could tell, she has like a monthly like journal meetup, and they meet at a restaurant, and there's a bunch of them, and they all hang out. and they journal stuff. And I thought that was amazing. I was like, I want to find a place where there's like journaling meetups and we could all journal together and talk and hang out. And she spends a few hours there, and I was jealous. I was like, I need this in my life ASAP. So we're gonna find a way to do that, okay? And speaking of community and stuff like that, we're gonna get the Discord going again. I have some community activities that I've been planning for July, so we're going to put that in our goals section and in our social media, where we're gonna have themed Twitch streams. We're gonna have journal prompts, weekly journal prompts, where people can talk about their stuff on Discord. I want to get the pen pal rotation going, and I want to get a whole bunch of things going back in our Discord. I do miss how close knit our Discord community was, so I'm gonna start putting a lot more effort now that we have been getting videos out a little bit more consistent on Instagram. Like, I'm not a ghost anymore. We're coming back into it. But coming into that whole community thing, I think something I've been thinking about lately too is, in life, why is it harder to gain a hobby as you get older? Like, I feel like as a kid I was able to explore so much more. Obviously you have adult responsibilities and whatnot, but it is rough to get started in a new hobby as an adult for some reason. And I think a lot of people find it a little bit intimidating, and don't know where to go. Like, there's a decision paralysis going on right now, where there's so many avenues where you can decide to take your art, or what you can do with your art, or what kind of art you're going to do, and where to focus on. And then everybody tells you you have to specialize, because a jack of all trades is a master of none. And there's just so much pressure to decide. Hobbies is such a weird thing, okay, that I've been thinking about, because everybody tells you if you're good at something, it's never going to feel like work. You should monetize it. You should get some money. And I don't think that's necessarily true. I think everybody should have their own hobbies for themselves. As soon as you start monetizing it and it becomes a job, you stop doing it. You stop being consistent. You stop enjoying it as much. And I don't want to say this has happened with journaling, because I'm not showing all of my journals. I'm not showing my entire journaling process. There's a lot of journals that I keep for myself. There's a lot of journals that I personally don't share on the internet, and it still has that magic for me, where at the end of the day I sit down and I'm willing to spend an hour or so writing everything that's on my mind, the way I'm feeling. And going back into those journals, though, I just read one from 2017, so 6 years ago. I was going through it, and I'm really, really happy that I was journaling as much as I was, and that I'm still journaling as much as I am, because these just seem so valuable to me. They seem so precious. These are the kind of things that I'd want to share with my kids, with my family when I'm older. I want to eventually compile like a whole little journal specifically of all the lessons that I have learned in my life, because there have been some really, really hard lessons that nobody really prepares you for in adulthood. Now recently I had, okay, listen, you guys knew this was going to be just a rant and me talking about random stuff, okay? It's me catching you up. But I had one of those moments where you realize, fuck, I think we've all had those moments where you're like, fuck, I'm getting old, okay? Hear me out. I was with my girlfriend, and we decided to go to Dorney Park. And if you don't know Dorney Park is an amusement park in Pennsylvania. And the thing is, my company was giving away tickets, and essentially they were discounted price, and the park was reserved only for people that company. It was like a family day, essentially, okay? I haven't been to an amusement park probably, and I want to say 5 or 6 years. It's been a little while. And I love amusement parks. I love roller coasters. I love the thrill. I love the height. And the day we showed up, it was raining. Guess what? There was nobody in the park. It was like a VIP. I was like, baby, I rented this out for you. This is your amusement park right now. I'm not even kidding. I have like a video of like us literally being the only ones on the ride. But we get to the first roller coaster, and that wakes us up. Okay, like the night before, I only slept maybe like 3 hours, because I don't know if you guys have that kind of travel anxiety where you can't sleep, or you're like excited about something, so you're like, shit, but you need to sleep, and you probably should have taken some melatonin or something. I don't condone melatonin. You definitely should not take that, but I'm saying you probably should have done something like a tea to go to sleep. And I didn't do that, and I only got like 3-4 hours of sleep. It was a miserable night. and I was tired as shit. As soon as we got on the first roller coaster though, I woke up. It blasted us off. My heart is pounding. I'm awake. Okay, we're fine. We're fine right now. I had breakfast, by the way. Okay, this is just me being old. I'm fine. Then we get to the second one, Hydra. So the first one was Talon. The second one was Hydra. This one beats the shit out of you. You're sitting there. It's smacking you around. I almost ripped my earring out of my ear the way it was like jabbing me against the safety. Okay? I hit my head a few times. I get off. I'm like, oh, I'm feeling a little nauseous. I'm not feeling great right now. And honestly, I think it might have just been how fast. Like usually you get a little bit of a wait period between roller coasters, right? You'll be like, waiting in a line for 30 minutes to an hour. Yeah, no, we literally were able to walk from ride to ride to ride to ride to ride to ride. To give you an idea, we rode 8 roller coasters in less than 2 hours. Like we literally were able to ride everything in less than 2 hours. And that was me like fighting for my life. Okay. Cause after roller coaster 3, I had to take a little train ride around the park and sleep on my girlfriend's shoulder to recover. Okay. Because I was struggling for my life. I was like, why do I feel sick? What is this motion sickness? So I'm just Googling. It's like when the first time you get high and you're like, how to get unhigh. Yeah. Here's like how to feel unnauseous. And I was still very nauseous for most of the day, and now I gotta take something in the next amusement park I go to because this is crazy. I can't believe I'm at that age where I might be holding the bags, okay, and taking a little break with my kids. Like, you guys go, I'll get on the next one. Like, I don't want to be there. Anyway, that was one of those moments where I realized, shit, 29 hits you like a bus. Whew. Anyway. I hope you guys have enjoyed this plan with me and these random little rants. I really enjoy just talking to you guys and taking this time for you guys to get to know me a little bit better. And this theme, I probably should have explained a little bit more about this theme, but I think the theme is self-explanatory. It's simple. I'm not great with doodling, but I think this is probably going to end up being one of my favorite themes of the year. It ended up being nice. It ended up looking like fine. And the design choice, the colors, I need to buy more Tumbo pens because I don't have any browns. If you can even look on the screen, I have like 4 or 5 different brown pens from different companies because I couldn't match them. All right, I got the Crayola, I got the mild liners, I got the Sakura, I got the Tumbos, I got everything. All right, and I'm picking around. It's a disaster, but I really enjoyed this one. I can't wait to use it. I didn't end up including my month in review or my playlist because I just still didn't know what kind of design I was going to keep in for the playlist or keep in for my my month in review. Like, I kind of want to switch those around. They didn't work too well for me last year, and 6 songs isn't enough because I listen to a lot of music and I kind of want like 8 to 10 songs. So the last one I'm actually going to post on Instagram, my playlist post, but I didn't love that I didn't have enough space. Anyway, so yeah, I'm leaving a few pages after this open for whatever kind of review I'm deciding to do. But overall, I'm pretty pleased, and I hope you guys have an amazing July. I have a few videos coming out. Make sure to join the Discord, follow me on Instagram and TikTok for more little pieces of content. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.